Oh, that scared me. It said trying to reconnect just as I went live. Hi guys, Deborah from Housewife Eclectic here. I am live today. I'm going to show you how to do some fun pumpkins. We're going to do Harry Potter today. Sorry, I'm kind of at a weird angle. People complained they couldn't see my pumpkins well enough last time, so I'm trying to change it up a little bit so that you guys can for sure see. So give me just a couple minutes to get some shares done, and then we will get started. So today we are going to do Harry Potter pumpkins. I'm going to do Harry Potter and Hedwig, which I'm excited about. I've got two cute pumpkins here. So yeah, I'm like craning my neck. So let me get a couple shares in and we will get started. These, I have been doing, like, we're coming to a close on my pumpkin series. I've been doing a bunch of different no-carve pumpkins, and these are some that I'm most excited about. Let me see. It's looking a little blurry to me. Let me see if I can get it to refocus there for a second. Hang on just a second. So these ones we are just going to paint today, which I am excited about. And these are pretty easy. Like, my 8-year-old could do these. So, even if you're feeling not crafty, I'm pretty sure you can do this. So, hi Sarah, good to see you. So let me get a couple of shares done and then we will get started. So I'm starting with two pumpkins today. We are doing Harry Potter and we are doing Hedwig. So there we go. Almost done. Sorry, I struggle to talk and share at the same time. So, hi Heather. We have kind of gone no-carve pumpkin crazy in our house right now. So this is this is the 4th or 5th one we've done. So we've done Elsa and Anna from Frozen. We've done Nemo. We've done Mickey and Minnie Tsum Tsums, and we've done Jack and Sally, I think is where we are right now. So today we're going to do Harry Potter. So that should be, and this one is really easy. I feel like this one's a super good one to start with if you're feeling, I was feeling kind of, I'm not an artist, like I'm a crafter, but I'm not a big artist. Like, I don't consider myself that I can sit down and draw something. So this was a little, to start these pumpkins was a little overwhelming for me. But like, once I've kind of gotten into it, I've kind of realized like just how easy this is to do. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm sorry my head's cut off just a tiny bit. With the last pumpkins, people were having a hard time seeing the pumpkin. So I wanted you guys to be able to really see what we're working on. So we are starting with just a basic pumpkin and then a small white pumpkin. You can do these with real pumpkins. I'm doing them with the foam pumpkins just because I don't want to throw away all my hard work at the end of the season. Of course, that means I'm going to have to figure out how to store like 9 pumpkins, but we'll call it good. So I've just got regular sized, mid-sized orange pumpkin, little teeny white pumpkin. I wanted a white pumpkin that was a little bit taller than like the super squatty ones, because I think it will look a little bit better for Hedwig. So there's that. I've got just a trash bag down as my base, and then I've got a plate for my paint. So I'm going to start with Harry because we're going to need to let Harry dry for a little bit. I've got a fan here to help us speed up the process. And then we will get started on Hedwig. Hedwig, it won't require so much paint because he's already a little bit he's already white. So the first thing we are going to do for Harry is we are going to give him a nice base coat of like a peachy tan, which is his skin. You can leave it. You don't have to give him a skin. You can do the orange. Just, you know, the orange as underneath. But I liked it a little bit better with the base coat. So it's totally up to you. So just dip a brush in a foam thing. And you're just going to want to give Harry that base coat. You don't have to do the base coat all over the pumpkin because his face isn't all over the pumpkin. You just kind of need to do it right here at the front. I think it just gives it a nice place for the glasses and the eyes to all kind of sit when you're done. So we will give him a nice base coat here on the front of the pumpkin, and then we will go ahead and start on his hair, and then we can go ahead and come back to the base coat and give it a second coat. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. Let me know if you're Harry Potter fans or just interested in pumpkin painting. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I love, love, love Harry Potter. My kids are too. If you are a big Harry Potter fan, I have linked to some of the stuff I've done with my kids up in the comments. We've made a full-size Quidditch pitch. We made, so there we go, just base coat of face. Then we are going to grab some black. Put that on my plate. And I'm going to grab I think I'm going to do this one with a brush instead of a foam brush. And this, you just are giving Harry, you got to make sure you give him a little, like, swoopies that he's known for. Let me pull. Oh, I love Harry Potter. I'm so glad that other people are big Harry Potter fans, too. So,
Mom?
Yes, honey?
The iPad is broken.
The iPad is broken, or did it die?
It died.
It died. Okay, why don't you go find Nina? Okay, have fun. That is Haley. That is my 3-year-old. So, the black, we are just going at the top of... Honey, it's okay. It's just Princess barking. We are just going to go at the top, and we are just going to give him kind of a rough hair. I need to expand the hair a little bit. The nice thing about painting the black is the black goes on so well, except for here. Why are you not going on well here? The black covers really well. Yes, honey?
I made an Elmo bag.
I can't get you your Elmo bag right now. Mommy's working.
Why?
You know Mommy works every Monday, huh?
No.
Yes. So I'm just giving him kind of a zigzaggy. You want messy hair for Harry.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, baby.
What are you making?
I'm making a Harry Potter pumpkin. What are you making?
Nothing. You're just watching.
You're just watching me?
Yes. Yeah. Don't paint this thing on the wrapper.
Yeah, this makes it so that I don't paint on my table. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull up the feed on my computer. I'm having a hard time reading you guys so far away. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the feed up on my computer so that I can... Look! Can you see your fishiness? I see your fishiness. So we're just going to go ahead. So hair and skin is kind of what we're working on right now. And we're just going to go ahead and fill in his hair. So I need his hair to come way further down. You kind of want to leave a little bit of a gap here. This is where we're going to put the lightning bolt scar.
Ella, you make Penny the Penny?
You want me to make Penny?
Yeah.
I don't know how to make Penny, honey.
It's bold.
She is obsessed with... Have you guys seen the movie Bolt? She is obsessed.
I love Bolt.
You love Bolt, huh?
I don't love Bolt. I love Penny.
Oh, you love Penny. Penny's the girl in Bolt. Okay, so...
And the boy is the dog in Bolt.
Okay, so I'm just going over with a second coat on the skin color right now because it has dried up a little bit. I like to... a lot of times I craft with a fan right by me when I'm painting so that I can go a little bit faster, especially when I'm doing a live tutorial. Definitely doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of want to cover a little bit of that orange. What are you doing? Oh, you can see yourself on the computer. That's what you're doing. Is that what you're doing? Funny kid. So So this is Haley. This is my 3-year-old. I've got 2 kiddos. I have a 3-year-old and an almost 9-year-old. And they're crazy and fun. She's discovered she can see herself on my computer from the video, so she's delighted by that. Are you smiling at them? She normally hangs out with my mom during live videos, but she's decided it's way cooler to be with mom, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I ditched this pumpkin is struggling with the paint a little bit more than some of the other ones I've worked with. So I've bought fake pumpkins from Oriental Trading, which I really like their pumpkins. This one I think is from Walmart, and it's not taking the paint quite as well. So I don't know that I would race back there to get another one.
This is my bag.
She's showing you her purse.
It has an owl on it.
Yep, it does have an owl on it, huh?
It has an owl on it.
Okay, so I'm just getting the hair. I might even bring his hair further down. It's kind of hard to tell when the first time you're putting it on. So just kind of spiky, messy. I mean, Harry Potter's known for messy hair. So go messy. Yeah, this one's really not taking the paint as well as some of the other pumpkins. So I've used pumpkins from I think most of the ones I've been using are ones from Oriental Trading, and they have worked really well for these. And I think they're pretty reasonably priced too. Okay, so I'm going to bring his hair down just a little bit more, I think. Let me look at a picture.
Look.
What? Cool, dude. Go show Nina. Okay. Okay, so we are just going to bring his hair down just a little bit more. I think if we bring it down over on this side a little bit more, it will.
Mom.
Hey, what?
Love you.
Love you too. She is my sweet kid. She's always interrupting me just to tell me that she loves me. Okay. So bring down that hair. The face is looking really good. His face is drying right now. So then we will add on the face. Yeah, her owl purse is something of legends. She loves, okay, you want to know what her owl purse is filled with, guys? Soap. And I'm not even kidding you. She adores bars of soap. We cannot figure out where the obsession came from or why it came from somewhere or like that.
Let me show you my Lego.
Uh-oh. She's decided she has a captive audience with you guys. Elizabeth says, very nice owl purse. You say thank you?
Thank you.
Say thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are just bringing his hair down. I think, yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, make sure you leave that gap in between the hair so we can put the lightning bolt on there. You showing them a Lego bar of soap? Oh.
It's a soap. Mom, I told you it's a soap.
Oh, you did tell me it was a soap. Speak nicely to me, please.
This is my sprayer and lapis. This is a soap. This is a soap and I have a little fig in it.
I told you, she loves soap. Okay, so now we've got skin base and we've got hair going on down here now. That is, the hair is drying.
This is that.
And so we can kind of move on to the next.
I lost
The next segment here.
I lost my pink. Like there's
I'm going to bring his hair just down more on the back. Who knew hair was going to take so much time? Okay, so we are just bringing hair down the back, giving Harry his signature messy hair. Okay, feeling good about that. You guys feeling good about that? Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to give him a face. Well, at least we are going to give him glasses. And we are going to give him a Gryffindor scarf. And... oh, good. Hi, Sharon. It's good to see you. You know what? I'm really jealous that you live in the UK. My husband always jokes that I was born on the wrong continent. My brother spent...
I can put this on the table.
Okay. My brother spent 2 years, and he lived in, like, the Leeds area. And I just wanted to go join him. Okay. So now I've got, like, a yellow, gold, and, like, a Tuscan red that we are going to use for Harry's scarf at the bottom.
I'm gonna have to do something.
Okay, you go do something. She's so funny. Her older sister loves when I'm live because she loves to, like, pop in and, like, all this stuff. And this one, I guess, is just discovering that that's fun. So I've got yellow and, like, a Tuscan red, a little bit deeper red. I feel like that will stand out a little bit better than, like, a burgundy. So we're just going for, like, the typical Harry Potter scarf, which is just, like, a stripe every other one kind of deal. So we're just going to do that here at kind of the bottom edge of the pumpkin to about here.
What are you going to do to the pumpkin?
I'm making him Harry Potter.
What can I do to the owl?
You want me to make an owl? Okay, this one's going to be an owl. This is going to be Hedwig.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay, that will work for her, guys.
I love to watch Harry Potter. I love to watch Harry Potter.
You love to watch Harry Potter?
Yes, my favorite.
Yeah, your mommy doesn't let you watch Harry Potter, honey. You're a little young for Harry Potter. We're reading it, though. We are, tonight, I'm reading it with both my girls because they have those beautiful illustrated versions of the books. I don't know if you've seen those. They're absolutely gorgeous. Here, I'll link to them if you guys haven't seen them. They're super beautiful. And they have so many pictures in them that my 3-year-old has been able to read Harry Potter with us. And so it's honestly just been delightful to be able to read together. So we started when school started this year, and Harry's going to be sorted tomorrow. And they're super excited that Harry's about to be sorted. So it took us forever to get through the chapter from the train to Hogwarts because they wanted to stop, like, everything and wanted me to look up, like, what a chocolate frog looks like and, like, all that stuff. So, but we're finally through it, and Harry's going to be sorted tomorrow. So you're just going to go kind of like squares. These don't have to be perfect. Pumpkins are a little bit of a hard surface to paint on just because they're not flat or perfectly curved. They're kind of a little bit of whatever. So just kind of do your best. I've got another small paintbrush. There we go. So just red and yellow going squares. Oh, I think I lost my sidekick. I think she just finally decided I wasn't as cool as Grandma. It's okay. I know I'm not as cool as Grandma. I'm okay with it. Just like my mom wasn't as cool as her mom, so. Okay, so now we've got squares, and we're just going to keep going along this bottom edge. I might bring them up a little bit more because when they're sitting down, it's a little bit hard to see the... What about Hobbit themed? You know, I hadn't even thought of Hobbit themed. That would be really fun. I'm going to have to think about that one. So I've been doing, I'll tell you about the ones I've done so far. I'm not sure why no carved pumpkins was like my thing this year. But it really I just hit me, and it was, you know, it was a fun thing to do. Well, I had a bunch of like these fake pumpkins left over from my daughter's Harry Potter party last year, which was kind of intense. I turned my house into the Great Hall, and it was kind of amazing, and she thought I was the best mom ever for a little while, so, you know, until I made her go clean her room again. So, if you want, I linked to that party up in the comments. You can see all of the things we created for that. We made a full Quidditch pitch, and everything. So I'm just doing squares. This is covering so well over the, I'm glad we put that base coat down because it's covering really well over the base coat. My daughter really wants me to do Trolls. My daughter loves Poppy from Trolls, so I think that might be on my list of pumpkins. So we've done Nemo. We've done Elsa and Anna. Who else have we done? We've done Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh no. I got some red in that one. I'm going to have to touch that up. What else have we done? I think we've done 7. Is that 7? Did I list 7? Oh, Mickey and Minnie Tsum Tsums. We've done Mickey and Minnie. My mom loves Tsum Tsums, so we did Tsum Tsums in honor of Grandma. So you can see I got some red here on that yellow. I'm just going to touch that up after it dries. So, not a big deal. So we've been reading Harry Potter with both my kids, which has been so great that there's something that they're both loving. And the illustrated has really helped the 3-year-old stay interested in kind of a longer story. So it's not the first time we've read it. It's actually the second time we've read the first and second ones. And they're excited because this year the third one's coming out, so we can go beyond the second one and read the third. Because I just don't know that the 3-year-old is ready for a full-length book like that without some pictures. It's a lot to ask at a toddler. Yeah, my kids really want me to do R2-D2 and C-3PO. And the daughter that was just in here, she really wants me to do BB-8, and I keep looking at BB-8 going, I don't know if I have that kind of skill, kid. I'm not like I said, I'm a crafter. I'm not an artist. I love to create, but it's not, My brother that's just older than me is actually a professional artist, and he is all sorts of fabulous. So they always see Uncle Scott do things, and they're always like, Uncle Scott can do it. Why can't you do it, Mom? Like, because Uncle Scott gets paid to do stuff like this. He has a degree in stuff like this. Okay, so I'm still just going along the edge, giving Harry his scarf. Oh, Candace says, use Leia for tiny pumpkin. Use tiny pumpkins for Leia's buns. That would be super cute. Aw, she says she doesn't get trick-or-treaters. Do you guys get trick-or-treaters where you are? I'd love to know. Like, is that something that's dying out, or do we still get trick-or-treaters? So we live in a very small community, a very tight-knit, everybody knows everyone community. So we definitely still do the whole trick-or-treating thing here. But when we lived in Texas, we didn't really know we knew our next neighbors really hard, but we didn't know much other people in the neighborhood. So we used to do just like a trunk or treat with our church. So I would be really interested to know if you guys still get trick-or-treaters. Because we do here, but I don't know, it's kind of becoming a little bit of a dying tradition, I think, in some places. Ooh, Christina says they get hundreds. So, Christina, where are you at? I have to do a smaller section here. Yeah, my mother-in-law always counts her trick-or-treaters. It always makes me smile. That she can tell you exactly how many trick-or-treaters came. Okay, almost done with the scarf. And then I'm going to look at it and see if the scarf comes up enough, if we need to bring it up anymore. And then we can go from there. Okay, yeah, we can see his scarf. You guys see that? It's hard because you're up at a really high angle, but you can see his scarf when it's down on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and touch up that one where I smeared red really fast. Okay, here we go. Now we've got Harry with a face, hair, and a scarf on. I'm going to do a little bit of hair touch up while we are sitting here because that has dried a little bit. So actually, Candace, that's where I get a lot of my pumpkins. Candace is saying, talking about Oriental Trading is a great place to get Halloween stuff, and that's where I get a lot of my pumpkins because it's. So I don't love, this is all easy to do on a regular pumpkin, like a real pumpkin. I just hate throwing away all my hard work. So, you know, I'm going to have an entire container of pumpkins after this year, apparently. Okay, I'm just touching up the black a little bit so you can't see so much of the orange through. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is we need to give Harry a face. So you don't have to give him a full face. The biggest thing that Harry needs is glasses, a little bit of eyeballs, and that lightning bolt. So we are going to work on that lightning bolt first, I think. So we are just going to take the edge of this yellow, same yellow we were using for the scarf. I hate it when it does that, when it goes blurry. Come back. There we go. And you're just going to go, so this area that we left right here, you're just going to come down, go to the left, and then go to the right. That is not as lightning bolty as I wanted it to be. Okay, I might have to work on that a little bit with a smaller paintbrush. Okay. Okay, it's a little thicker than I wanted it to be, but there we go. There's our lightning bolt. So the next thing you need to do is you need to give him glasses and then eyes. We are going to give him a little bit of a white and then a little bit of a green in those eyes, but mostly the big thing is the glasses. So we are so excited this year for trick-or-treating. We bought full-size candy bars. So we're going to be the cool house for once. Okay, so just glasses. Harry Potter glasses are very circular. Just glasses. Smaller brush probably would be helpful on this one. I don't know why I'm feeling so nervous about circle glasses. And one of the really nice things about painting the base coat is that it's also going to give you an opportunity to touch up if you mess up the glasses. Candace says her mom gives out Frito-Lay bags. That would be fun. There's people here who give out popcorn, like the unpopped bags of popcorn, and little cans of Play-Doh. My kids usually make out like a bandit, though. Last year, they came home, I think, with 10 full-size candy bars apiece. It was nutso. Okay, so we're working on those glasses. So 2 circles and a straight line in between. He has really basic glasses. Let's see if I can't smooth out some of these glasses a little bit. There we go. So tell me, guys, what's your favorite book out of Harry Potter? What's your favorite book? Seems like most people love 3. I'm trying to decide what my favorite is. You know, my favorite might be the first one, just because it's what introduced all the magic. Okay, now we've got glasses. Harry Potter is almost done, guys, and then we can get working on Hedwig. Candace, Candace said, don't forget the blue teal allergy pumpkin. So when we did a couple of times ago, when I did Elsa, we actually did Elsa out of a teal pumpkin so that you could have a teal pumpkin for your porch. So it turned out she turned out super cute. We have lots of allergies in our family, so it's nice to find houses that help with that a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna get another paintbrush, and this one we are gonna do just, I mean, you could leave them like this. Should we leave them like this, or should we add the white? Should we add eyeballs? Tell me what you think, guys. Yeah, Candace, I'm actually gluten-free too, so it can be hard to be gluten-free. So I'm going to start. You guys tell me if you think I should leave them like that or if I should add white eyeballs. And, okay, Christina says it's perfect, so I think we might be leaving him like that. So let's go ahead and let him dry a little bit more, and let's start on Hedwig. So the nice thing about starting with a white pumpkin for Hedwig is that we don't have to paint him all white because he would need to be all white. So if you have a white pumpkin, you can skip this next step. You can skip the step of painting him white. If you don't have a white pumpkin, then you're going to need to paint him white. So for Hedwig, we're going to need mostly whites and grays and blacks. But a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange for face and stuff like that. So, okay, so other people are saying add eyeballs. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the eyeballs then. I got 3 add eyeballs, so where is my paintbrush? Okay, so we're just going to dip it in white, and we're just going to add half eyeball. Sorry, I'm looking at an illustration of Harry Potter to kind of know where I'm going with all of this. It helps me to not trying to go from memory. I'm gonna have to touch up this white. Okay, just adding the white eyeballs. Circling them out, making him look like he's got eyes. And then we'll let those dry for a minute. I gotta touch them up with this black. Okay, we'll let those eyes dry a little bit. Yeah, I like the eyeballs. And then we'll go ahead and add the green because, you know, Harry Potter has famously green eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on Hedwig. So here's our little white Hedwig. I do think I want to give him a little bit more white because this isn't quite, this is more like, I don't know, kind of like a creamy. So I wonder if we give him a little bit more white. And the nice thing is, since we started with a white pumpkin, this white is going to cover really nicely versus yeah, I think that was just the ticket to make it just a little bit more white. Can't have a snowy owl without him being snowy. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing your comments. Okay, I've discovered one of the secrets with painting foam pumpkins is normally you want to try and do thin streaks. It doesn't work as well on a pumpkin with thin streaks. So, I mean, you obviously don't want to do thick streaks, but you do want to add a little bit more paint than I think you would normally. Okay. Let's go ahead and let you dry. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to outline the lightning bolt in black. Maybe I'm making a bad choice here. We'll find out. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I feel fine with it. So now we need green for his eyes. Pull up my illustration of Harry here. Just a tiny bit of green. Got like a million paintbrushes out right now. Okay, so you just need a tiny bit of green. And you're just going to go over the white. Actually, I'm going to let that dry for another minute. That is looking not dry enough to be painting over top of it. So let's look at how Hedwig's holding up. Now we're just sitting here waiting for paint to dry. Super exciting. Okay. How are you holding up, Hedwig? Okay, Harry, here comes your green eyes. You're just going to go half circle on top of the white. Okay. We're going to let those dry and probably add a second coat of green. And then we'll add pupils. And then our Harry Potter pumpkin will be done. How are you coming, Hedwig? You ready for some more paint? Okay. Let's go ahead and we are going to, so Hedwig is mostly going to be gray. We're going to spend a lot of time with the gray and the black and the white with Hedwig. So grab a paintbrush, kind of a looser paintbrush. You want feathery looking. You want feathery looking strokes. Hang on, I see it. I think I'm missing. So Diane, my kids love to paint rocks. They paint them all the time. I'm just using apple barrel acrylic paint. Someone asked what kind of paint I'm using. I'm just using apple barrel acrylic paint. So just basic paint. And okay, so for Hedwig, we are going to do a kind of a heart shape with gray. And we're going to just bring it down. So my kids love to paint. I one day want an entire pathway of just their painted rocks. They love to paint rocks. It's so much fun. So you're just kind of doing like almost like half heart kind of thing down with the gray. So kind of like a heart type on top. And then you are just going to, I need something that's going to give me, let's try you, my friend. Nope. That's better. Okay, you see how that's giving me, with the really thick brush, that's giving me almost feathery look. That is just what I want. I want that feathery look for Hedwig. So feathery look for Hedwig all around. Yeah, There we go. I'm loving that feathery look. That is just what I want. So the secret to this one is just not very much paint on the paintbrush and kind of a thicker, this is actually a kid's paintbrush, one of my kids' paintbrushes that I'm using. But it's working really well for this look. I like to keep a whole bunch of different kinds of paintbrushes on hand because you just never know what's going to work for your project. So can you see I'm just pushing the feathers back along the pumpkin, giving him kind of crazy feathers, making him look a little more owl-like. And then I'm mixing a little bit of gray and white to lighten up my gray a little bit and bringing feathers kind of up on his face and kind of randomizing the feathers just a little bit. So now I'm going to take down here on his belly and we are going to just add feathers, white and gray. You just want to make sure you don't have too much paint on that paintbrush. There we go. Add a little bit of black in there. That black is perfect. You got to leave gaps between your feathers. Like I just smoothed a part out, and you definitely don't want it smoothed out. So now I'm going to take a tiny bit of black with a kind of a thin brush, a brush that you want to brush for this one that you have a lot of control over. And we are going to kind of fill out that like little peak of that peak for the owl just a little bit more. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my gray and give just go over top of that because I want it to be a little bit of a line so you can tell where the peak of the owl is. But you want to do this while it's still wet because then you can line up that black a lot. Okay, so here we are. There's our base of our Hedwig. He's looking super cute. Then we are going to take, we are going to give him eyes. So his eyes are going to be yellow because he's an owl. And I'm going to use a circle brush for that. I don't know if you guys have ever used a circle brush before. So I'm just going to take the circle brush and you find out where you want his eyes and you go ahead and you push them on. Find out where you want his other eye. Go ahead, push it on. And if you end up without a complete eye, sometimes with a circle brush you don't get a complete circle, I just rotate it and push again. Okay, so now we've got eyes for Hedwig. We got to let those eyes dry just a tiny bit. I'm going to bring his little owl peak thing down just a little bit more. We want a defined triangle, I think. Okay, so for his beak, this is the only part where you'll need just a little bit of orange. Diane, that's so fun! I love that you paint him in the, leave him in the park. What a great idea. So you just need a tiny bit of orange. And I mean, you could do this all with one paintbrush. I just don't want you guys to have to sit and wait as I wash out paintbrushes. So that's why I'm using like 20,000 paintbrushes. So dip a paintbrush in orange. And then you're going to do an upside down triangle for Hedwig's beak. Okay, so there we go. There's Hedwig's beak. We're going to let his eyes dry a little bit so we can finish adding eyes and touching him up and that kind of thing. I might finish... kind of... You want to just make sure you don't have too much paint on the paintbrush. You want to see the brush strokes is what makes you feel feathery with. So I'm just kind of mixing gray and white and adding it to the back of the pumpkin, kind of giving him something a little more exciting to look at. Okay, let's go ahead and touch up Harry's eyes. I think we definitely need a little bit more green in them. I don't think that white was dry enough when I added the green. Let's touch up his eyes a little bit, and let's go ahead and touch up his glasses just a tiny bit. Okay, so there's his eyes. We're going to add pupils in a minute here. And not quite yet, because I don't want to... Oh, he's looking good. I'm really liking Harry here. He's looking really good. Okay, I think I might want to touch. Just a bit. Just a bit. There we go. Touching up the lightning bolt just a tiny bit. What are you guys thinking? You thinking he's looking good? You like him? Okay, let's finish up Hedwig. Oh, Hedwig's eyes are still drying. So, we're almost at the end of our show, so I was just going to tell you a little bit about me while we wait for this to dry. So, I am Deborah. I blog at Housewife Eclectic. I do a lot of Harry Potter, a lot of Doctor Who, a lot of fun stuff like that. So, if you are into that kind of thing or into a lot of holiday stuff like we've been doing today, you can go ahead and go up to the description and give my page a like so you'll see the next time I am on. I'm on every Monday and every Friday. On Monday, I'm either on Mama Loves Food or Spaceships and Laser Beams. And on Fridays, I'm on Housewife Eclectic. So, super fun. Okay, Hedwig is drying up a little bit. He's a little bit darker than I wanted him to be, so I might touch him up with a little bit more white. Just taking a brush, and you see how I'm just adding a little bit more white back into him. He just ended up a lot more gray than I intended. So just take brush strokes. Same thing with the first ones. You want to be able to see the brush strokes. That's what makes it look feathery. That kind of thing. So now, where did my black brush go? Now we are just going to take a tiny bit of black, and we are going to add a circle in his eyes for Hedwig. Okay, there's our Hedwig. What do you guys think? I think he turned out pretty good. I'm loving him. Oh, they're cute together. So, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, or you can message them to my page, which is Housewife Eclectic. And I will catch you guys the next time that I'm live. Have a good day. I'll see you later.